and I'm going live. So we're live, episode 2, Real Talk, Real City Battles. Joined tonight by Mr. 13, Mr. EandDaniels, the gaffer himself.
Woohoo!
Tell him about yourself, fella.
Yeah, man. Well, first and foremost, shout out to Tony. Shout out to everyone at all City Battles. You know what I mean? It's a big fucking movement. He's been supporting E&D in a big way. And yeah, man, it's great to catch up with him through the wonders of technology from, you know, the Gaffer's Garden all the way to Norway and to you out there watching. So that's first and foremost. But yeah, I'm Mr. 13, a.k.a. Fertz. You might know me from battling. I'm no longer doing that. I'm now a Don't Flop staff member. Still involved in the league. You might know me from our radio show alongside.
Wow, you lagged.
Tuesday night, 10 through to 1 a.m. And we've been doing that for a number of years now. So, yeah, that's something that we built up a name for. Yeah.
Yeah, back. Cool.
Yeah. So you might know us from the UK hip hop show, or yeah, you might know me as an artist as well, like Mr. 13, been doing my thing, released a number of mixtapes. You can catch them on my Bandcamp, mr13.bandcamp.com. And yeah, obviously with the EandDaniels thing, man, I'm not wearing my E&D shirt today because we've got some brand new merch we're actually working on, like today. Change up and stuff. You know, fair enough. Big shout out to Tony, he's still repping us, but yeah, he's repping it hard. But I'm gonna have to definitely send him a new one when we get that new merch, because that's gonna be ready for the Sunburn event coming up. But anyway, I'm getting off the subject. Yeah, so pardon me, I'm Mr. 13, EandDaniels all day, Don't Flop all day, and two skinny guys on the camera, UK hip hop all day. So I'm the.
So I mean, like, I obviously know what sort of influences you on your music, like, or
Yeah.
what has done. And I know the sort of history behind yourself, but like for everyone else, who's your sort of influences? What got you into music and battling and stuff like that, man?
Yeah, as far as like being into music, as long as I remember, I've been into music, and I just from the people around me of whatnot, because it's not really like my parents ever was into rap music or anything like that. They was more into rock and stuff like that. So growing up, it's not like I heard that was the influence around me. But when I got to like primary school, just from the environment I was in, like, rap was the thing at the time. So I would get into rap and whatnot, and I would write bars. It's like in year 3 and stuff like that in primary school, I'd just write bars, and I'd take like songs that I liked, and I'll just kind of change the bars about a bit and just remix it to my thing. And that's how I got, started writing in the first place, you know what I mean? And yeah, over the years, obviously, I did that for a number of years. Like, even I remember the last assembly in primary school, we did like a performance because it was the last ever day, and yeah, we did like a remix of Killing Me Softly, but like a male version. So I like changed up the lyrics and stuff, and me and we called ourselves the Rude Boy Crew. how old school it was, get me? So yeah, so that's that kind of stuff I've always been into. But as I got older, I got kind of into the garage thing, that kind of took over. And when you're young, kind of ride trends and stuff in it. So I just kind of got into that. That was hot at the time, and then yeah, got back into rapping and stuff because I just realized it's just with the tempo and stuff, it gives you more of a chance to say what you want to say rather than having to, you know, keep up with 140, 150 BPM or whatever. So yeah, I got back into rap when I was like 16, 17, and then yeah, man, just been doing that ever since, really. As far as the back, I've always liked that stuff. I used to definitely watch it. And the thing that really got me into Don't Flop was my boy Nishi battling in Don't Flop, and he did his thing. And I went there for a good year watching him do his thing. And then eventually I thought, yeah, fuck it, I'm going to do my thing as well. And then, yeah, ended up battling for a couple of years. I ended up calling it a day after my 13th battle because, you know, I thought like I could do other things time consuming. I thought I could, like, even with Don't Flop, I thought I could benefit the league in other ways and whatnot. And hopefully over the next 6 months or something, you'll see how I'm trying to do that, you know what I mean?
Damn right, man. Damn right.
Yeah, it's starting to rain out here, bro.
And
What you saying there?
um, like you get to work with quite a few of the people that's in the thing right now, bro. You get what I mean? Like you get
Yeah.
to let like 3&D for a start. Like you get to work with Tony D, who's obviously Don't Flop champ,
Mm.
and that's before you even go anywhere else for the guys that actually with their music. You know what I mean? Like there's so many people that I want to shout out just from EandD alone.
Yeah, yeah,
Like that don't get enough shout outs. Flabs with the latest EP he dropped, man.
yeah,
It's a
man.
constant player on my playlist.
Sick,
You know what
bro.
I mean? Like
Yeah, no, that's sick
it's
to hear, bro.
just so many songs. I can't wait for the release of the video for Rush. Just so I can
Yeah,
actually put it up on my website, just so people see it, man.
that's love, bro.
Seriously, I'm not joking. Like, if I like the video or if I like the
Yeah, I
people
know
that's
you're
on it,
serious. It's love
they're on my
there.
website just
Yeah,
because they deserve it. If I like them, then other people might like them too. Simple. It's the way
yeah,
I look
yeah.
at it, man.
Exactly. No, bro, we sit there every time, you know what I mean, and praise you and just wish we had more people like you that, you know what I mean, go out their way and just try and tell a friend to tell a friend, you know what I mean? And word of mouth is still a big thing. Like even if it's, you know, just 5 people in your circle that you're telling, you know what I mean? Obviously you're bringing it to the internet, the World Wide Web, and taking it extra, and that's just a beautiful thing, man. So salute to you for that. But yeah, just as far as the EandD thing, yeah, it's a beautiful thing. I'm a fan first as well, so I get gassed off it. Being in the studio with flipping Maestro and Tony D, they're on a beat butcher beat, and they're going back to back. It's like that's still to come on the album. You lot are gonna have to wait for that. But I'm just gassed in the moment, like wow, you know what I mean? And they turn around and ask me, "Oh, what do you think of that gaffer?" I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, think I think, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's got to be a beautiful thing to witness, man. Is all, like that's
Amazing, bro.
all I can say is that it just be beautiful to witness.
Mm.
Um,
Get over here if you get a chance to get over here, man. Come to one of the sessions and something. Like it's amazing. Like you might. Like, I got a lyric in one of the tunes is we leave studio with a few classics and a lung infection, and like it's not even a joke. Like you know what I mean? You might have to take 3 days off work or something after a EandDaniels studio session. You know what I mean? There's times where I've come out in there of a studio session at 11 a.m. in the morning. You know what I mean? And we went there like at 7, you know, in the evening the night
yeah,
before. Stuff. So it's like just know we got a lot in it. We got a lot to come. It's like right now, obviously, like everyone does call me the gaffer, and it's like why I get gassed off it. It's a pressure as well because I know I've got so many talented people in a room. I want to get the best out of them. For like, I'm just sitting back as a fan a lot of the time, like I said, and but it's like you gotta kind of step out of that and being like, oh yeah, but let's make the tune about this or this. You know what I mean? Let's try and
you got to make sure that it's right to
yeah,
go with, man.
out of it, like so we get some timeless music out of it, and we've definitely done that, man. And some of it, most of it happened by accident. I'm not gonna take the credit for all of it, but yeah, like I said, it's just like as far as why we're sitting on a lot of it, it's just because it's just want to get in the marketing strategy right. Because I know I've got something amazing, we've got something amazing. Everyone's put in a lot of hard work, come to these sessions and stuff, and I don't just want to throw it out like quickly for a free download. And then next week people are asking you, oh, when the next thing's coming out. Like I want it to be a
Exactly,
prop
man.
that you lot remember for a long time to come. You know what I mean? So that's kind of why we're sitting on a few of these bangers. But yeah, it's amazing, bro. Like I'm blessed, you know. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed to know these people, and a lot of us have met up like through each other as well, and it just goes to show how like you know we're all good peoples because I could meet Josiah's brethrens and they're cool, you know what I mean? You can meet my boys and we're all
Yeah.
cool on the same wavelength. So it just goes to show like we're just like-minded people that just happen to rap. That's another bar, you know what I mean?
No.
So yeah, it's sick, man. It's sick.
And as you mentioned, you've moved on from battling into the Don't Flop boardroom.
Yeah,
Like
that's a bar.
you started from the bottom and worked to the top, my man. That takes some respect as it is. You get me?
Yeah, no, thank you for that, bro. I don't think a lot of people give me that much credit for that. At the end of the day, I came to Don't Flop as Nishi's brethren. I paid flipping £5 to come in, you know what I mean? And I was a customer, I was a consumer, you know what I mean? Just one of the guys that battled, I was his brethren, you know what I mean? And I went from that to hosting the battles. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so I know a lot of people would want to do that, man. So I mean, I know I wasn't the best host in the world. I could hold my hands up and say that, you know what I mean? But just the fact that I did that, you know what I mean, you still got to give me some credit, because I went, like I said, I went from the fan, like people that are turning up, paying their money now. You know what I mean? Like, how many of them are gonna go on to be hosting the battles? You know what I mean?
That, man.
Trying to be arrogant thing. I was just like, fair enough. I mean, like I said, I can take my licks. I weren't the best. I got slewed for it. Fair enough, innit? But just give me a little credit for that, though. You know what I'm saying? I went from a customer to a battler to the guy in the middle that's hosting the battle to bringing in people like Gemini. You know what I mean? Like, as soon as I got staff, that's like the first thing I did was holler Gemini, and look how he's doing now. So yeah, man.
The boy's a monster. Like
I that's what I mean.
I watched that battle that released on Saturday, man, and like for me, for a newcomer of the year, if it doesn't come from that battle, I'll be very surprised. Like,
yeah, for real, newcomer.
That's like as I said to Joker Star last night, it's in contention for battle of the years for me personally.
Yeah,
and I watch every battle, right? No matter if it's demo battle or not, right? I watch them, bro. Yeah, you get me? Like,
yeah.
So like that after watching all the battles I've seen this year, and we've seen some big battles. Don't get me wrong. And there's most probably bigger battles to come. That's what I'm saying. So far this year,
I would say one thing, not to cut you off. I would say look out for Ark. So that's going to be. Yeah, that was the same day as well. But
that's this weekend, isn't it?
I think I'm not sure. I think it must be coming up.
I believe no like quoting, but I believe it is this weekend. I haven't got the schedule up right now.
But yeah, I appreciate what you're saying, bro. Honestly, but
like,
yeah, it's great to see, brother. Honestly, that's why like people ask me about coming back to battle and all that. I'd rather just try and, you know what I mean, help Jem to do the best that he can do. And I don't mean help, but I mean like sit here and help him write bars. I'm just mean like just little bits of coaching about what he's doing wrong and stuff like that, and just making sure, you know, he knows his worth as a battler as well. Like, I think a lot of people oversaturate themselves as battlers, and then people just get bored of seeing them and the buzz dies down and stuff. So just little bits of advice I can give him here and there, you know what I mean? Just as a friend more than anything, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, he's in the crew with Tony D, who's the champ, you know what I'm saying?
There's a battle list there for, like, the EandD people now, you know?
Yeah, that's it. But that's the thing, that's the thing I do want to say, like, we're not sitting around writing each other's bars and all of that, like, you know what I mean? But I think a lot of people do that and all that. I'm not knocking that. Like, I've had this argument with her, like, he just more used to people sitting around throwing ideas around him, like, bruv, when I had to write my bars, I was sitting like I am right now on my ones, like going through battles, like people be like, "Oh, what are you on tonight, bro? Yeah, let's go down to the." I'm like, "Oh, I can't. I'm writing battle bars for this guy." You know what I mean? I got a battle in 3 days, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, okay, cool, and I'm just going back. You know what I mean? Like, it was solitary. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah. Jim's the same. He'll be walking around with his laptop and his headphones and shit. Just writing to himself, man. It's like weird. We'll give each other ideas, and you'll be so stubborn to use that idea just because you don't want to. You know what I mean? Feel like you got ideas of someone else.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I can imagine.
But yeah,
I can imagine the process of it, man. I mean, I've never battled, and I never will, because I can barely write my name at points, bro. Let alone a fucking paragraph of like. to go at someone with that would be any good. You get what I mean? Like, I fully respect everything that every battler does, because they take the time to do it. You know. Another battle I've got to shout out, right, is the release today for Do and Do. Okay. Now, the only reason I'm shouting him out is because he's Norwegian. Sorry, but that's Oil City Battles is Norwegian based. That's where I live, so shout out to anything Norwegian.
I know, fair enough.
Out, you know what I mean?
It's Norwegian, yeah.
Yeah. It was a tryout that was in Bournemouth. Has it timed out? No, you're back. It was a tryout. The tryout was in Bournemouth, and it was released today. Now I've been waiting for this battle because I've like with me planning my event that's in January. I've been like looking at the Norwegian battlers and stuff, and Duke's always battled in in English.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Most of his battles have been in English anyway, so I've
Yeah.
been able to watch them. And then like I feel he gave the showing he gave was good, but he ripped too much for a Norwegian crowd. The whole welfare scheme and everything like that. If that had gone off in Norway, if he came to my event in January and gave that whole verse back out, right, you'll hear the crowd just erupt because it's Norway, innit? You know what I mean? But he did spit. He was spitting real talk, man. It was real talk that he was talking, because generally their welfare is better out here, man.
Right.
Like, he was real talking, but it wouldn't pop because like Bournemouth were fully on England's balls, man, weren't they? Let's be honest. You know what I mean? Like, they tried talking over him and everything. It was I thought it was just rude. Like, I felt sorry for him that he had to like keep saying shut the fuck up, and like it was rude. Like, it seemed sort of rude coming across like the way he did. But like, I could understand that. I'd be the same if it was like people were talking over me when it was in the middle of my round, you know?
That's not cool, but that's not cool. Yeah, I haven't seen that one, man. I haven't seen that one.
Honestly, well, I watched it as soon as it come out because I was just sat here at the point, like, as you do, on Facebook, because I've got nothing better to do at that point of the day.
Yeah.
Just got out of bed, first time checking.
I know, I'm bad, man. I had to delete it off my phone and shit, man. I just found myself constantly on there and shit, like.
Oh, I do myself, man. I'm constantly either on Facebook or Twitter, or whatever social media I need to be on, talking to people.
Yeah. No. It's productive, but I don't know. Sometimes I just, like recently, without getting too deep, I've just been trying to spend more family time and just with the people, innit, that you actually don't get to see too much because you're that busy. You know what I mean? It's mad to you only see them at like one day a month, and you're gonna spend the whole time on your phone. Like, it's mad, isn't it? It's like, and it's not even like you mean it disrespectfully. We just get so caught up into it.
Yeah.
And us as battlers, obviously, if we are active on Twitter, we do get quite a lot of interactions and whatnot. Like, the battle community is quite, active. No, I mean, they want to ask this question. They want to know this, that, the other. Competitions or whatever, like, I've got great responses, and like, shout out to everyone that does get involved. That it's good, because through the music and stuff, I don't feel like I get the same interaction. You know, I got a lot of respect, and when you see people, they're like, oh yeah, with that video or whatever, you smacked it, but you think like, you never retweeted it though, so you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I understand that. I feel the same. at some points. Like, you release stuff or you post stuff, and you're like, well, okay, so there's a chance there's this amount of people seeing it, and you're like, but you only get a few likes or something like that, and you're like, but you know for a fact that this amount of people have actually seen it, just like through flicking through their own Facebook on their thingy, just because you got that X amount of people on your Facebook, you know what I mean? And then you get that few likes, you're like, but what are the other people actually reading it or not? And then you'll see these people and they'll be like, yeah, we're reading it, but it's like, just show a little bit more, that little bit more of that, like, just that little like gives you that, God knows how many other people that read their side of that Facebook.
Yeah, it's a good point. Even likes, I think, when you're clicking like, why not click share? Like,
but no, true. If you're gonna click something, obviously share it, true, because then it goes. But obviously, man, I hate to think what people on my Facebook say.
Yeah. That's another reason, isn't it? I try, because it is frustrating, bro. It's frustrating, isn't it? Like, so it's another reason I try not to think about it too much, because at the end of the day, people are busy, man. People got things to do. Like, you know what I mean? I just dropped a new EP. I just dropped it on pretty much the day that the World Cup started. Like, what did I really expect? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Like fever, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, I made a decision. Like, I'm a stubborn person, and I was like, I released shit on Friday the 13th. There's only one Friday the 13th in 2014, so that's when I'm gonna release it, and that's when I release it. But it's like, you just got to accept it for what it is, you know what I mean? We're gonna put out more videos, and then, you know what I mean, slowly promote it like that. But like, I could sit here and get all frustrated like about it, and obviously I'd like people to be tweeting it every day and to be going mad about it, but really and truly, it's talking about the game and talking about this, that, and the other. World Cup comes around every 4 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? The EP is like, oh, my new EP, yeah, but like the game's on, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you just got to be realistic with your aspirations, really. Like I know once I start dropping the videos and stuff, things will pick up, and we've got other projects coming out anyway, and I'm happy with the project as it is itself. Like Frizzle's happy with it, and just to show people, you know, what he can do that don't know about him. You know what I mean? It's a big thing for me anyway. So, like, it's just I say that to just say like you got to be kind of realistic and not try and get too frustrated, because you could be pulling your hair out, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we all
Definitely.
underground at the end of the day, trying to be like seen as, you know, something that people want to invest in and stuff like that and put money behind, and we all feel like. And we all, probably a lot of us are underappreciated, you know what I mean? But it's just, you got to get it down to doing it for you, you know what I mean? Just enjoy what you're doing, and just, it's like when it's a plan A, that's when it gets the most frustrating. Like, well, me, I can just kind of see it for what it is, you know what I mean? And that's, yeah, something to vent, something to link up people and say that I did something, man. Put my flipping stamp down in the sand and say, yeah, I did this. Like, listen to that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But anyway, I don't even know what the question was, man. You know me. You've listened to the radio show, bro. I just
know,
go.
bro, but that's the beautifully of it, because this is my second show, and I could just sit here and let you interview yourself.
Okay.
God bless you. God bless you, my man. You get me. So let's talk about the upcoming Sunburn thing, like I did with Joker Star last night.
Yeah,
Again,
yeah.
it stems from a tweet that was retweeted from Tony D, from Big
Yeah.
J, asking about the Sunburn predictions. And I kind of went through the Don't Flop page and went through the card, which I'll do again tonight once I can get to it. And there you go, Big J's got it on his Facebook.
Hey, God bless Facebook after all that.
Exactly, man. After all that slagging off, it was that useful. So I want to try and stay away from the EandD matches tonight, because then we don't sit here talking forever.
Talk about
but
them,
there is one that I've got to talk about with you, because obviously you're the gaffer of EandD, and Mr. Double L versus Tony D is the match I want to talk about.
Interesting, to say the least.
You know.
Talk about it.
so just like do your thing on it, man. Like I fully
See that, you know me by now. You just have to step in it.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad I had the opportunity to talk about this quickly. Actually, obviously we're into the mode of trying to hype this up, and you know what I mean, and it being a grudge match and stuff like that. And I'll be lying if I said Tony weren't motivated, you know, because of what happened in Knots. Like, he definitely is more motivated than he would be for a normal battle because of that, you know what I mean? But yeah, me and Double L spoke on that day after. Like, we weren't there, innit? Like, as he says in the bar, like, we weren't there. But that's the mad thing. We literally arrived as that battle was finished. So that battle finished, everyone's going out for a smoke break. We're arriving as
Oh my god.
Yeah, and everyone's looking at man funny and all of that. And I've got to the stage, and that's the funniest thing. I've seen Double L, you know, I'm like, what's good, L? Cool, man. Safe. He's gone outside, you know what I mean? Didn't say nothing, sort of thing. And I've gone to the stage, and everyone's like, oh, he was Joker Star, in fact. So shout out Joker Star. He was like, bruv, he just dissed you and you was out. Like, no, I mean, not even on a beef thing. Like, it's battle bars at the end of the day. It was like, yeah, he went in on you, bro. You and EandD went in on you, this, that, the other. You know what I mean? I'm like, what? What did he say? Because obviously you don't remember the bars that well. You know what I mean? But you just remember the certain theme of what he was saying. You get me? So he's just like, yeah, he went in on you. And I was like, oh, what's he saying? What did he say? You know what I'm saying? So I thought to myself, oh, hold on, why am I standing there asking Joker Star? Like, I just see Double L. You know what I mean? Let me just, not even on the beef thing, let me just see what you're saying, innit? Like, why am I beef? Like, so yeah, I went outside and we spoke about it then. Like, that's what I mean. Like, it's not even on a, like, oh yeah, I checked him about it, this, that, the other sort of thing. But we spoke about it then. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we, you know, it wasn't a big thing, sort of thing. But then the battle came out, and obviously
it was a big thing, my man. Seriously, when that battle come out, I watched that one verse 3 times over. Like for the first time, I was in disbelief. The second time, I was like, wow, and then the third time, I was like, fuck, he actually did say all that. It's like shit.
A lot in it. He said a lot. So obviously, there's a lot of us, man, and a lot of us don't battle. That's the other thing you got to realize. So it's like, whereas I know I've put myself in the firing line by battling, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't really appreciate it. You know what I mean? They don't really appreciate kind of being thrown out there like that because, you know what I mean? They're not in that battlefield sort of thing. They haven't really signed up for that. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So I have to go inside. It's been raining, but yeah. Yeah, after that I spoke to him again. We met actually at Living Proof, and yeah, he put his point of view across, I put my point of view across. Like at the end of the day, the way I left it is like, he's young, coming up in the game. EandD's like the biggest thing at the end of the day. He's got some balls to fucking do it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, that's what I mean. I don't even want to get into the conversation we had. It wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not trying to act like, I checked up, this, that, the other. We had a conversation, like, as anyone would, didn't it?
Yeah, exactly that.
This, that, the other. I talked to other people about it. I talked to him about it, you know what I'm saying? And he see where I was coming from, and I see where he was coming from. But, yeah, the way I left it... Hold on 1 second, bro. Yeah, kind of left it with him. It was like, yeah, fair enough. At the end of the day, if I was him on the come up, you know what I mean? And you knew that was going to go off. Like, that's what all the comments were saying at the time, you know what I mean? You knew that was going to go off in the environment you were in, and take a shot at like the biggest crew at the moment.
Well, that was it, man.
Not a minute. I can kind of, you know what I mean? I slightly rate him for what he done, you know what I mean? So it's not really a beef thing. It's not at all a beef thing at all, you know what I mean? But at the same time, does Tony, you know what I mean? Does Tony feel more motivated because of that? Then yeah.
Damn, for real.
And when, you know what I mean? Obviously, when the matchup was mentioned to me, I'll be honest, like my initial reaction was, it's like L's good. I like L. I'm never flipping take that away from him, but it's like, to me, obviously, I hold Tony in a very high regard, like, you know what I mean? He's the champ at the end of the day, so it's like, I don't feel like he has to do a lot of battles, you know what I'm trying to say? Even though disrespect to Euphorical, I fuck with Youth as a person and shit, but I didn't really think like Tony should have took that battle, like, you know what I mean, in the first place. So it's like, I don't know, he's kind of seen in a higher regard as like fan-wise, you know what I'm saying, to Double L. So it's like, I didn't, you know what I mean, I kind of felt like, my initial reaction was, what, so he cheats his way to Tony because he dissed EandDaniels sort of thing, you know what I mean? But it's like, as it went on, you know, there was a couple of international names thrown about for Tony, this, that, the other. Like, Tony generally wanted to battle at Sunburn and all of that. Couple of things didn't go the way they wanted, and he was sitting there with no opponent. You know, I sit there and I thought, it's like, maybe I'm just, you know, being biased, innit? Maybe I'm just being like, nah, fuck that, he dissed EandDaniels. Like, obviously, I make mistakes, innit? I'm biased, like, to what I rep, innit? Like, so I've been sat there and thought, you know, Double L had a great performance against J90. He had a good performance against Chris Lee's, you know what I mean? Bar for bar, like, he's good, and he's got a following. He's on the rise, you know what I'm saying? And he has this EandDaniels. People do want to see the battle, and just from my point of view, I think Tony it'll be a motivated Tony, like, which, you know, I don't really feel like we saw against Euphorical. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I don't feel that Tony did feel that was motivation.
Because that's like I said, he's the top of top to me. You know what I mean? And it's literally like that's another reason it's easy for me to retire, because I'm never gonna be better than Tony, and Tony's the I can happily, I'm never gonna be a better battle rapper than Tony. You know what I mean? I'll quite happily be his fucking hype man, making screw faces on the side to the 80s references that none of the crowds get. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. That would be that, but most people would do that, man. Like, fully. I would do that job just for pure love of like battle rap before even like thinking of the how big a position that even is like itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to talk about that matchup, I know I'm being very long-winded, but fuck it, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's a bit of backstory to like, it's not like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Don't gas first, EandDaniels, watch when we see them or nothing like that, but it's definitely a competitive nature in it, and it's like, I've said this to a few times, like, there's so many, in every league in the world, there's so many matchups that are happening that no one gives a fuck about, like, they're just, all right, we need to fill a card, bam, this guy, that guy, make them battle, cool. Like, you know what I mean? It's all right. So it gets average amount of views, average type of battle. You watch it once, cool. Couple tweets about it, and it's done. You know what I mean? So building up these sort of grudge matches and this backstory behind it, I think it's a good thing. People might want to say like it's WWF, this, that, the other, but bro, WWE, they make fucking a lot of money, bro.
You just give me half of their pay a month,
Exactly.
and I'll be happy. You get me? I don't like fully behind all anything that gets like you guys more promotion and like get out there more for the whole scene, not just like EandDaniels, but like the whole scene altogether needs that next level.
If we build up a matchup that you know what I mean, it's got a backstory, who loses really? The fans are more interested. The battlers are going to get more views out of it. Maybe they do ascend each way or something. Maybe they do a blog dissing each other, like, you know what I mean? Like, you see someone like A-Verb and fucking Goods, you know what I mean? They're doing blogs back and forth, dissing each other. That makes you want to watch the battle more, you know what I mean? It's just not rocket science, you know what I'm saying? And
exactly that.
I'm not. You see, stand behind, oh, it's WWE and this, that, the other. I'm like, are you lot happy with the level it's at now? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't need to be any bigger at all. You wouldn't like to get paid more. Like, you wouldn't like to be in a bigger stadium. You know what I mean? You wouldn't like more people to know about you. You wouldn't like to get more views. Of course you would. And like, I can tell you from staff point of view, I'm in the staff now, innit? And like, none of them lot are getting rich. Like, Don't Flop ain't getting rich. Man, want to sit back and flipping. Like, we're not hurting, we're not broke or anything. But if people want to, like, even me, when as a battler, I sat back and thought, yeah, they're getting loads of money out of events, man. They're killing it. You know what I mean? It's not as easy as that. There's so much overheads. You know what I'm saying? Editing up all the videos, everything that you have to take into consideration. You know what I'm saying? So.
I know, man. I've been looking into this myself. Like, as we know, OCB itself. Like, I know the harms and the headaches it causes alone before you even get to anything else. You know what I mean? Like, I'm only planning my first event, and that's not even till January. You get what I mean? I got 6 months for this, and I can imagine what you guys go through doing your shit on a month to month basis. You know what I mean? It's not like it's 6 months away. You got different events every bloody month. Like, this month you got Boom Bap and Sunburn.
Yeah.
And I'm rapping in the park. I'm rapping in the park as well, isn't there? I believe rapping in the park too.
Yeah. The tour, we had like 3 events in 1 week certain times. You know what I mean? It was like, it's a lot, man. And we're trying to get out to the people. And like, I didn't realize how much like people like us sit there and try and listen to what the fans have to say, like what cities they want to, you know what I mean, see us in, like what kind of matchups they, you know what I'm saying, and try and actually give the fans what they want. And you might like say that's like a cynical thing or like, yeah, to get more people, but like really and truly, it's not, you know what I mean? Like I say, I'm not making millions, not making fucking tens of thousands out here, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, really and truly, they started this shit up in the park to fucking just give battlers and battle fans a chance to have a scene. And you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, what they've created it into. So it's like,
and it's, I hope it only gets bigger, because the bigger and better it gets. You know what I mean? On the Slaughterhouse video.
Yeah.
The other day, like I think it was Diz that talks about it being like that battle rap's getting to that next stage now. Like, the money could become huge if it's marketed right and promoted right and stuff like that. But like,
it's that reality TV element though, innit? Sorry to cut you off, but it's like that's what that whole program is about, bro. That's what I'm talking about, building up matchups. Like, people want to know, innit? Like, oh, what's this like? Oh, this Tony D. Oh, Tony D's the champ, yeah. But like, he's older, innit? He's been in the scene for quite some time. This other guy, he's the young pretender coming up, man. He's like, he's doing his thing right now. Not only that, he's called out the whole of Tony D's crew, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's really being disrespectful now. He's really trying to go for the neck, you know what I'm saying? Is Tony just gonna school him, or is the new guy just gonna come in and say, look, this is a new era now, this is how it's done now? You know what I mean? It's like, there's a story behind it, people care, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, even with I don't want to give nothing away, because certain battles I've seen, but I don't know if they're...
You know, no, man, no. I made sure Joker did last night either.
Yeah, but, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. With that matchup, that's a long-winded way of me saying there's a story behind it. It made sense. Double L on the come up. He was definitely going to get a bigger battle after that. At the end of the day, Chris Lee's he was doing the fucking title, you know what I mean, the title challenge on November, bro. So it's not that.
It was like a few months before, wasn't it, man? You know.
And a lot of people say that Double L beat Chris Lee's, this, that, the other. Yeah, and you know what I mean. I like L. I've always liked L. That's what I even said to him at the time. I was like, you know what I mean. It's never been a problem. That's why it was surprising to come from him. But like I said, you know what I mean. He put his point across. But I'm sure there'll be more shots in the battle. You know what I'm saying? And
of course,
nature of Love and War. You know what I mean? But with that one, I definitely think it's got, like I said, it's one to look forward to, man. People want to call it a grudge match, and like I said, it's definitely more motivated than I've seen Tony in a while. You know what I mean? And that's a great thing. Motivated Tony, forget about it. You know what I mean? And then yeah, you got Locksmith Enigma. Like, Locksmith wrote all of his bars already.
Yeah, I've seen him writing on Facebook about it, man.
Rang me up the other day, spat some of the bars. Amazing. It's fucked. Enigma's, yeah. Good luck to Enigma, innit? Good luck to him, because, yeah, Lockie's going to go in. Skirm's dialect, boy, I ain't going to lie, like, that's going to be tough work for Skirms. Obviously, I'm in Skirm's corner 100%, but, yeah, dialect's a problem. He fucks with EandD. He's on Tony Smith's show. That's the thing, a lot of people, as I say, like, it is about getting matchups and building up the story and all of that. That whole Don't Gas versus EandD thing, it's like...
completely battle rap.
Yeah, I don't know, innit? I don't know. They've talked about obviously doing an event and all of that, but I don't know, innit? I don't know. Obviously, from my point of view, I know my team would win, you know what I mean? But it's like, I don't know, there's other things. If you're gonna, I don't know, I'll let people read in the lines on that one, innit? If you're gonna put the EandD flyer, I mean, the EandD logo on a flyer and use people's hate for us, you know what I'm saying, to sell tickets, then, boy, honestly, talking a little shouting for the old Ian Dizzle, but, I don't know. Well, at the end of the day, we got two Don't Gas versus EandD ones with this one, Skirms and Dialect and Double L and Tony, innit? So that'll be a little warm-up. We'll see how that one goes.
Exactly that, man.
Yeah, he's going to have his work cut out for him, but I believe in him, man. He's going to do the damn thing. He's going to fucking show up, and people counting him out, so he's like the underdog, so that's the best position to be in battle rap, trust me. Like, when people think you're going to lose, there's so much more motivation. Tally versus Gemini, I think a lot of people think Gem's going to win that, and obviously I'm one of them people, but I think Tally's going to come with it. Hoping for a classic, man. That's all I'm ever hoping for. That.
But bro, everyone on that Sunburn main card, bro, is a classic. Yeah, half the lot on the pre-party deserve to be on the main card. To be fair, and I said this to Joker Star last night, because Joker Flex Explicit. How is this on pre-party?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to be that rude to ask that? I mean, tell me to do one if you need to, bro. But like,
we're being frank here. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we're being frank here. All right. So, who would you replace it with?
No, I can't. But I can't say that as well, because like, as I've already said, the other 8 battles.
All right, no, cool. I
just like,
8
You know what I mean? I don't know how you guys have come up with all these battles for that weekend alone. Like, let alone to manage to like have to then split them. Like that's more the question. Like, I don't really well, I do want to know the insides and outs just because that's me and that's I want everyone to ask everyone's questions. But like the second way to answer it, like it's how you guys like come up with splitting the card like that, because like both days are heavy hitting, and
Yeah, that's the thing, innit? It's like if you're gonna do a pre-party, then you've got to have a main event, innit? And that's the main event for the pre-party. You know what I mean?
it certainly is. It certainly is.
I mean, that's what I would say to anyone else. You don't want us to be like no shots at any of the other leagues, but it is bad, isn't it, when you turn up to a battle when the time runs out and you don't get to see main events and stuff like that. And it's genuinely not a shot at, because shit's happened to me. I've been that guy. You know what I mean? I've been that guy. Me against Costi on the Saturday was meant to battle. Yeah, I was feeling fucking nice for the battle. Like, it sounds like I'm chatting shit, but I swear down, I said to my boys at the time, when I thought I was still gonna battle, I was like, bruv, I've got no nerves. I've never felt this good for a battle before. And then Urs turned around and me, bruv, we've got 12 minutes left before they chuck us out. Like, there's no way you're gonna finish our whole battle. And, you know what I mean?
Nah, it's never gonna happen.
So we couldn't do the battle. Like 10 of the people that come and see me couldn't make it the next day. You know what I mean? And like I went out that night and just got fucked. You know what I'm saying? When I drink as well, I smoke enough browns when I drink as well. Like, so I was just fucked. So the next day, that's when you see me coughing and all of that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've been there, innit? That's a long way of saying that I've been there, innit? But what I will say is the people that want more battles on the days and stuff, I think 8 is a lot, you know, like 8 is a lot.
No, it is, but that's...
That card, that's, you know what I mean? I don't know, who would you? Because obviously, Big J and Harry Baker, that's going to provide the comedy element, you know what I mean? And, I mean, everyone knows I'm more of a bars man, you know what I mean? But I fuck with Big J, I'm not going to lie, like, I like him as a person and all that, and he's just funny to watch, bro. If I see a Big J battle pop up, I'm more likely gonna watch it, bro.
I've watched every one of them, man. There's no joke about it. Like,
almost a drink, roller, you know what I mean, shutting and
just sit there and have a giggle whilst you do it.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I mean, I could understand if you said take that one out and put Flexplicit and Joker Star in. If I'm honest, innit? Big J versus Harry Baker is a more comedial type of matchup. Like, more than likely Jay's gonna flip and just say you're a nerd, blah 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 blah, and then he's gonna just diss him. Oh, you do one syllable, you don't rap properly, you're just a fat blah 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 simpleton. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Commoner and a peasant. You know what I mean? And then whichever one you prefer, one. You know what I mean? But I could say, yeah, if you wanted to make it all bars, then you could have swapped those two and made the warm up a bit more of a jokey thing. But I kind of like it the way it is because it's got the main event, the warm up party's got the main event, so something to look forward to. And literally a warm up, like you'll leave there like excited tomorrow. Oh yeah. Look at the laptop we got tomorrow, Shen. You know,
I mean, it's going to be a long day because I'm going to bring it up with you, like I did with Joker last night as well. The EandDaniels Cup.
Oh yeah,
well, man. Like, I've watched all the videos from last year, and
shout out to my brother Louis, man.
And was like planning on trying to come over for this year, and hopefully I might still be able to work it out somehow.
Yeah, you can, bro.
And if I can, I will be there for it because like. It just looks such a crazy ass day that you have a good giggle at. You know what I mean? Like
that's it, innit?
And Louis, bless him. Like,
yeah.
Because he's coming up with some creative stuff on that Facebook page, man, about this whole stuff. Like with Bagnall now playing for Don't Flop instead of
yeah. I need to get into it. Like last year, the banter was madness, but I need to get into it this year. I've been mad busy just dropping the EP and just sorting live shit out. But it's like just over 3 weeks away or something the game now, so we're going to get into bantering properly. We're playing Don't Flop though, so there's no one really on their team that can give it the banter really. Like I think Boski's on their team, so I might just start hitting up Boski and you'll see some back and forth with him because I fuck with Boski. You can't help but love Boski, you know what I mean? Like, say if there was a reality TV thing, you'd have to have Boski in there, man.
For real, my man, for real. I'm hoping to have
Like,
Boski Monday. Monday, I believe, is Real Talk with Boski. We've been
oh,
speaking about it, man.
actually, I'll watch that, bro. That's what I mean.
That's just it's just for comical value with him as well, man.
Yeah,
You get to know the big boss dog.
Yeah, you can't beat it, bro. You know what I mean? Me, I'm just up my own arse. He'll give you he'll give you the full entertainment. You know what I'm saying? The bold star, even his flipping. You know when you read his statuses, you have to read it in his accent, like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
No, but you do.
Like,
It's just.
oh yeah.
Just,
No, I'm gonna have to start ordering that the old bold star. He reckons he's a big player, him. He's fucking fat and shit, if you ask me. And fucking Enigma's their captain as well.
Yeah.
You can't even scratch your nose now. So like, there's gonna be a comment about that.
No.
What's the next question though?
Okay, bro. Well, we're nearly pushing. We're pushing 49 minutes, my man.
Yeah, that's what I'm not mind, bro.
So like, I mean, I would sit here all night and talk to you, just like get to know you, bro. Like just on the friends front, to be fair. So.
Let's go.
But I'm getting complaints about the first episode, the length of it anyway. So like, you know, it's 49 minutes. The first one's about 49 minutes anyway. But like the next thing would have been shout outs anyway. So like anyone you want to shout out, obviously give all your links. I'll put all your links on the video for YouTube. You know, as I already have for yesterday's video, there was enough shout outs to you boys anyway because of all the work. All the shout outs you give me on your radio shows and stuff as well, man. So
yeah, shout outs to you first and foremost. Shout out to everyone supporting, man. There's like a core fan base of people that are really supportive, and you know what I'm saying, I truly appreciate it. Like when you see me sometimes complaining that I wish it was more, it's just like I've been doing this shit for like 10 years, innit? So you know what I'm saying, it is hard at times, but I truly appreciate each and every one of you. You know what I mean? I like to say I'll try and keep up with all of each and every one, like on a personal basis, that supports the team. And shout out to everyone in the team, man. We got a lot to come. We got Hungover, the EP coming soon. EandDaniels Cup, that's on the 19th of July, just before Sunburn. 4 of us are on the card doing the damn thing. And yeah, the other matchups. Let me run through them quickly. What was the other matchups?
other matchups are. I went on to. Something that I went to look at.
EandDaniels.com. Bar Crawl out now. Hate and Happiness out now. Under the Influence out now. Thoroughbred out now. Gizmo shit is 1.5. Gary Gutter Snipes.
Yeah, so much to shout out, man.
Music, man. Solid music. We got a lot coming. Like I said, we got an album in the stash that I want to make sure it gets the right reception. I don't just want to sneak it out. Looking at different distribution deals and working out what works best, really trial and error, putting out certain things, testing the water. And yeah, man, we're here for the long haul, man. Look out for the new merchandise. I'm not even going to reveal some of the ideas we've got, but yeah, it should be entertaining to see people's reactions to some of the teas we got coming. And yeah, man, don't flop, doing the damn thing on Sunburn. EandD coming with a lot more new music. Me and Bonesy, Tuesday nights, 10 p.m. through to 1 a.m. on wearebang.com. And yeah, that's it really, man.
Yes.
Up to the peoples.
Exactly that. I just want to do 2 shout-outs myself tonight, actually, because I didn't do any last night. I want to shout out rapper Comp Island. Kim is like promoting us just as much as literally anything I try and promote right now. She's on board with us and helping us, you know. They got Mike Righteous concert coming up in August in Ireland, so like just shout you guys out. Thank you very much for everything you do for us. And the other one has totally flicked my mind right now. But anyone that's like liking our Facebook and stuff like that. The other one was the Corner Bros, because like they've been helping me out, and they got a hip hop parade day coming up in Stavanger on the 5th of July, sorry. at the toe scene, and well, those guys helped me out. I might be there live on a day doing a few podcasts, doing a few interviews with the guys, so looking forward to that coming through as well, man. You know what I mean?
Good luck, man.
But thank you for your time, my bro. Thank you for coming on and doing your damn thing with me.
Yeah, no, safe, man. Shout out to everyone that's watching it live. If you watch it back as well, shout out to you. Shout out to Tony first and foremost. Make sure you're locking into Oil City Battles, locked onto the website and all of that. Yeah, man. Doing the damn thingy, and Daniel's plenty more to come. Stay tuned.
Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe to all the links that I put in the profile underneath, guys, because that'll keep you in contact with everybody that's involved in the videos or the music people that are involved, you know. And goodbye.